Yo, welcome to the show. It's Boston's Banter with Frank the Bank and Keith K. Lava. You know the answer. Talking sports, breaking down the play so raw. From the Celtics to the Sox, we giving you the score. Catch the vibe, we coming live. Filling up your feed, let the passion thrive. Every dunk, every run, we analyze the moves. Shout out to the fans, feel the rhythm and grooves. From Gillette to the Garden, we ain't missing a beat. Frank and K. Lava bring the fire, can't accept defeat.
What up? Welcome back to Boston's Banter, where the sports are wicked and the banter is Pissah. I'm your host, Frank the Bank. With me, as always, is Keith K. Lava La Cava. What's going on, bro Goldberg?
Not much, Tim T, bro.
Tim T, bro, in the house. We didn't have a stat challenge last week, but some sad news. We want to give a shout out to all the families and some prayers to everybody affected by the shooting at the high school hockey rink there.
Absolutely.
In Providence, or in Rhode Island, rather, excuse me. So
absolutely.
Prayers, everybody out there, for that. So some sad news there.
It is.
Let's jump right into the wicked piss of news, though. What do you got, Keith? We didn't have that much this week.
No, we didn't, Frankie. But actually, rather than the Bruins update, how about you get into the Winter Olympics and break that down for us
real quick. We're going to go through the medal count. I know where we stand as of today. U.S. is third overall in medals. We have 21 total medals, 6 gold, 10 silver, and 5 bronze. Italy's just ahead of us with 24, and then Norway's actually 10 ahead of us. They have 31 altogether. So, hopefully we can step it up and get a few more here, but they're doing good. United States is doing good,
absolutely, bro.
Yes, sir. Why don't you jump into the Celtics update? We have a small one there.
Absolutely, Frankie. Celtics update. So currently the Celtics are 35-19 on the season. They're currently second in the Eastern Conference. Not a lot of games played since our last show because obviously All-Star weekend
break,
was this past week and everything, which we're going to get into and bring that up.
Yep.
But Frankie, let's get into what the Celtics did this past week in that one game.
Go.
They beat the Bulls at home last Wednesday, 124-105. Nikola Vucevic, 19 points, 11 rebounds, his second double-double with the Celtics in 3 games.
Yeah.
Now, among active players, Frankie, he now ranks second with 580 career double-doubles.
Wow.
You know who has more than him out of active players?
I would guess.
No, LeBron James.
Oh, LeBron, yeah, he's been playing longest. Yeah, that makes sense.
And Vucevic is actually tied for 10th on the all-time list with Patrick Ewing.
Yeah, I like that.
So, man, he's killing it for us.
It was a good trade. It was a good move by Brad Stevens.
Love that trade, Frankie.
Absolutely.
Now, Frankie, like we were talking about All-Star weekend and everything.
It was a pretty good weekend, I think.
It was, man. Especially, we have some guys like Jaylen Brown. He was in the All-Star game and all that stuff.
First time ever being a starter.
That's right.
Congrats.
I know it's 5th time being in the All-Star game, but like you said, first time being a starter. But let's break down the award winners from this past weekend. Frankie, you won some money, too. We'll get into that in a second.
We're going to get into that.
So for the 3-point contest, we got Damian Lillard of the Trailblazers. He joins Larry Bird and Craig Hodges as the only players to win the 3-point contest 3 times.
Yep.
He made 21 of his 27 shots in the final round with the score 29. And as all basketball fans know, Lillard, who was just dealt back to Portland this past offseason, he isn't even playing this year while he recovers from a torn Achilles suffered last April.
We talked about that last April,
And he's winning the 3-point contest, so good for him.
Lights out.
So the dunk contest winner was Heat forward Kashad Johnson. He beat out Spurs rookie Carter Bryant. Now, his nickname is Showtime. It's appropriate for him winning this award, Frankie.
Yeah.
Also winning this award serves as a boost for Johnson, who was undrafted in 2024 and was recently recalled from the G League. He's played in 21 games this season for the Heat, averaging only 3 points per game. So good for him to see him win the dunk contest.
It's one of those things where it was like, that's kind of going away.
Like Mac McClung, 3-time winner, but he never gets any minutes.
I mean, same thing with this guy. I mean, it's one of those things that's like, it's kind of a... Yeah, I think that's just not really done anymore. They were showing a lot of the old clips, all the cool dunks from some of the superstars back when, but it's
Nate Robinson and stuff.
I'm saying Vince Carter, that was my guy. So,
and then we're going to bring up the NBA All-Star Game, the MVP. And Frankie, you won some money. The guy that won the Kobe Bryant Trophy is T-Wolves' Anthony Edwards, who was on the USA Stars squad who survived the round-robin single-day tournament against Team Stripes. In total, he scored 32 points in 26 minutes, hitting 13 to 22 shots, and was 6 of 15 from 3, Frankie. He also became the second T-Wolves player to win the award since Kevin Garnett. Frankie, you won some money there.
I'm saying, I was happy about that. So I put $50 on Ant to win the MVP. He was plus 1,700. So it was an $850 payout, which I thought was great. I mean, I know he can go off at any time. I think Kawhi Leonard would have won it if his team won, but they didn't win because he went crazy in that game too.
He was going good.
He went 30-something points out of 46 in that game too. He was going absolutely bananas. That was just in the one game.
Right.
So I think because Ant's team won and Ant played really well, he was very dominant. But I was like, I saw that plus 1,700. I was like, that seems pretty low. I mean, pretty high for him. But I was like, I thought he'd be higher up. So I was like, I'm gonna put $50 on it. And
why not? Look how it paid out, brother.
Yes, sir.
And then our boy Jaylen Brown was on Team Stripes in the 3 12-minute mini games. Brown had 15 total points, 3 rebounds, 2 assists, 3 blocks, and 1 steal. This was his debut, like you were talking about, as an all-star starter, but he's a 5-time all-star who has been phenomenal this year for the Jason Tatum-less Celtics, averaging nearly 30 points a game, nearly 7 rebounds per game, and 4.7 assists per game. So, man, all-star weekend's done. We're going to be getting into some more games soon.
Yeah, absolutely. Thursday night, NBA is back up.
And then lastly, in NBA news, we have a very notable player retiring, and it was only a matter of time. So legendary point guard Chris Paul, CP3, is officially retiring from the NBA after 21 seasons. He rejoined the Clippers this past offseason. We brought that up. And he was going to play the whole season out, this being his last, like he talked about, in the offseason. It seemed like a good fit, play the last season with the Clippers, who he was dominant with. But then the Clippers and him mutually agreed to part ways in December due to Chris Paul and Clippers head coach Ty Lue not seeing eye to eye.
Yeah.
The Clippers then agreed to trade him to the Raptors at the trade deadline, but the Raptors did not require him to report to the team because they knew he was done. Yep. So the 40-year-old Paul is a 12-time All-Star, 11-time member of the All-NBA teams, 9-time All-Defensive Team member, 2006 Rookie of the Year, 2-time Olympic gold medalist, and a member of the NBA's 75th anniversary team, Frankie. He finishes his career with 23,058 points, 12,552 assists, which is second all-time, and 2,728 steals, which is also second all-time. So congrats to a Hall of Fame career right there. Wish he could have got a ring.
I know. That's a lot of people talk about what if he was on a team that, but he was unbelievable.
He was on some good teams. He almost won it with the Suns that one year.
So close a few times, yeah.
So what are you going to do? Congrats to him on a good career.
Awesome career.
And then, Frankie, we're going to move over to some NFL news. Now,
stuff.
so teams are starting to make some cuts, but not really a lot of notable guys. But this is definitely a notable guy.
Right here.
Let's bring this up. So the Dolphins have released 8-time Pro Bowl wide receiver Tyreek Hill. He is still recovering, obviously, from that dislocated knee and torn ACL he suffered this past September.
Injury.
Nasty, bro. This release will save the Dolphins $22.8 million against the salary cap. So especially with Hill being banged up and turning 32, this move seemed inevitable. He is now an unrestricted free agent for the first time in his career. And in his first 4 seasons in Miami, Hill had a total of 340 receptions for 4,733 yards and 28 touchdowns. Mind you, though, he posted 20 touchdowns his first 2 seasons in Miami. It was also a 2-time first-team All-Pro.
Yep.
So, I mean, it's only a matter of time. We'll see how his recovery's going and what team picks him up.
Yeah, absolutely.
And then, Frankie, we got one notable coach hiring I want to bring up real quick. So the Giants hired former Titans head coach Brian Callahan as their new quarterback coach. I mean, he's kind of taking a demotion there, too, just like Adam Gase.
Definitely
did. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Maybe he'll help out Jackson Dart.
Yeah, hopefully.
But that's all we got, brother.
Love it. Another great Wicked Pissah news. We got only a live round this week. No Foxborough Focus or playoff payoffs or any of that. So we're going to do running back predictions. So why don't we start off with that?
Yes, sir, Frankie. So free agent running back predictions. Like I said, my boy Frank Stradamus over here, like last offseason and everything. We'll see how you do with the running backs. We had the quarterbacks last week, so let's get into it, Frankie. So number 1, we got Kenneth Walker III, Frankie. Man. Where do you think he's going to be going? I think it's pretty obvious, though.
I mean, it's Super Bowl MVP. Great time to be hitting your stride, honestly. You're coming off your rookie deal. Had a monster playoff. I mean, this guy didn't even have a 50% rush share. I mean, Zach Charbonnet took a ton of rushing away from this guy during the regular season.
He did.
He had a great season, don't get me wrong. But what he did in the playoffs, and because Zach got hurt so late in the season, he's going to be out a while.
Yeah.
I mean, I think that John Schneider, the GM, in 16 years for the Seahawks, has only franchised a player or players. You want to know how many times he's franchise tagged somebody?
1.
Twice.
Only
twice in 16 years that he's actually franchised a player. So he could get franchised, which would be like a $14.1 million tag hit. I don't see him doing that, but he had 1,027 yards, 4.6 yards a carry. He caught balls. He's a great player. I think Seahawks would be crazy not to try to take him back.
They're going to bring him back.
I think the only other spot, which is kind of a wild card that I could see happening, is the Commanders. Their run game was terrible. They should have never traded Brian Robinson Jr. Commanders have a lot of cap space. They have like $70 million in cap space.
They got a lot.
They need a running back like this guy. So that's my only other thought. But, I mean, to me, it should be the Seahawks. I mean, what do you think?
So I'm going to say Seahawks, Frankie. This prediction is too easy. Now, I actually heard Walker tried to negotiate a new contract with Seahawks GM at the victory parade.
Yeah, they were all joking about it.
I know. He was drunk
awesome.
and everything. So the Seahawks are 6th in cap space, and I looked it up. Walker is looking at a 4-year deal worth close to $40 million with $13 to $15 million per year. Yeah. And if the deal is not met, they're probably going to potentially use the franchise tag on him to keep him in Seattle, because considering Zach Charbonnet is going to be missing some sometimes.
If Zach
going into next
Charbonnet
season.
wasn't gonna be out, I would have let Kenny Walker test the waters,
Yeah.
honestly, because it's
They
like
need
Zach's
him.
good and he's on his rookie deal still.
Yeah, they're good 1-2
You know
punch.
what I mean?
But
So-
I'm telling you right now, it's going to
Yeah.
be Seattle, Frankie. I can 100% see that.
I could see that too, unless he just asks for too much. But if you're Kenny Walker,
He just won the Super Bowl.
He's young. You should be asking for the world right now. I mean, top running backs like $14-15 million in the league, right? So it's like you should go get paid if you can. You know, don't accept $6-7 million. Go for that 10 mil because this might be your only chance to ever get it.
That's
you know,
right.
this next deal brings him to 30. That's the age of death for a lot of running backs
right.
in the NFL. So
That's right,
get
Frankie.
that money, boy. He's only 26. You know
That's
what I mean?
right,
So,
Frankie. I agree, brother.
yes, sir.
So number 2, we got Breece Hall. And Frankie, where do you think he's going to be going?
This is my guy. I love this guy. Breece Hall is an animal, especially when he's healthy. But he does everything. I mean, the Jets are definitely going to have to keep this guy. They're going to franchise tag him. I'd bet my life on it. That's really, I don't even really write down anything else. Obviously, I think, well, Houston or KC could both go after him. I don't think that's going to happen. I think they're going to tag him. He's their best player this past season. He had 1,100 yards, and he added another 350 yards receiving on 36 catches. I mean, animal. I mean, $10 to $12 million, you know what I mean, is what he should be getting, I would think. He's going to be up there in the top 5-6 running backs. He was on a 3-win team, and he still had that many. Right. Defenses are honing in on this guy. Garrett Wilson missed a bunch of time.
Yeah, he did.
He still had almost 1,100 yards rushing, and he had 350 yards receiving. I mean, this guy's an absolute animal.
All right.
So to me, I think the Jets are going to tag this guy or try to sign him.
So you see the Jets. So I'm going to say the Cardinals.
Cardinals is a good spot for him, too.
Now, a lot of people are saying they could see him going to the Chiefs and those other teams, like you said,
Chiefs
but
or
I don't
Houston,
see it
yeah.
as KC is last in cap space and not looking like a good destination with Mahomes hurt. Now, I believe the Cardinals could offer him more money as they are 12th in cap space. He could step into a big role in that offense. Mind you, James Conner, getting up there in age and recently injured. He's a
Always
cut candidate.
injured a lot.
Their other running backs, Trey Benson and Bam Knight, they dealt with injuries last year too. So Hall, who was a 1,000-yard rusher like we just talked about last year, first time in his career, will get some offers. And I personally think Arizona is an enticing option for him considering
I love
volume and the team.
They need it. I mean, I love it. I think that'd be a great spot for him. Arizona could definitely use another running back.
That's right, Frankie.
So.
Number 3, we got Travis Etienne. And Frankie, where could you see him
Oh
going?
man, this guy is I love this guy too. So there's
Another
a lot
dog.
of good running backs this year coming out. 27
Yes,
years
sir.
old, just coming off his rookie contract too. So it's like hopefully he gets this is his time to get paid too. Over 1,100 yards this year rushing. He had 1,399 total, almost 1,400 scrimmage yards total.
Yep.
Great. Jags have Bichelle too, and who looked good. So I don't think they are going to tag him, and I think they're going to let him test the waters too. I mean, obviously they would try to bring him back. Obviously, I mean, he played
Right.
great. I really kind of like KC for him if they can figure out cap space, or Dallas,
cut some
Dallas.
guys.
I mean, Dallas could be a spot for him too, but KC only has Rashad Smith and Sean Derek Powell.
I know all
under
the other running
contract
backs
right now.
are under restricted free agents.
Yeah, so and it's like Pacheco didn't seem to work out. Hunt always comes back mid-season or like preseason
Right.
when they need a guy just to,
Damian Pierce
for
ain't
cheap
going,
money.
he didn't do nothing there.
I could see him in the Andy Reid offense. I could see him being like the next LaShawn McCoy. Like, let's be real. The kid's an animal. He catches
like
the
that.
ball well. So, I mean, I really could see him going to KC.
I like that. So Frankie,
What
I'm
do you
actually
think?
gonna say the Saints.
Saints are right up there, too. I had them third on my list.
So recently read actually the Jags are not expected to place the franchise
not
tag
gonna.
on ETN, making him an unrestricted free agent. Now the Saints are 25th in terms of cap space, but I don't see them having to focus too much on defense as they were 9th in total defense,
Yeah.
4th in pass defense, but being ranked 28th in rush offense and Alvin Kamara dealing with a ton of injuries makes this signing make more sense.
It makes sense.
And lastly, the man is a Louisiana native. Why not join your hometown team, bro?
I could definitely see him going there. He was third on my list here, so it's like KC, Dallas, Saints, if he doesn't go back to the Jags. But again, it's one of those things where, if Alvin Kamara is healthy, it's like, who's going to get the touches?
I can
takes
see
away.
Alvin Kamara getting traded too.
Yeah, I don't. Well, if that happens, I mean, Kamara's getting some money. You can't have a backfield that's eating up that much cap space. So it's either one of them's got to go, or you got to go a different route, in my opinion.
That's what I'm saying. I don't think they have to focus too much on defense this offseason.
Yeah, I agree with that. That's a good spot though.
Yes, sir, Frankie. And then number 4, we got Javonte Williams. Frankie, where's he going?
I wrote down Dallas. The guy averaged 4.8 yards a carry last year, 11 touchdowns. Kid's an animal. I mean, he should be getting $7-8 million a year. They got a discount last year. They paid him $3 million. He went crazy last year.
I know.
It's
I
like
know.
that was. And he
I had
fits
him
the
in
scheme.
fantasy. I loved
I'm
it.
saying he went nuts. I draft him every year. Of course, I didn't draft him this year, but he actually had a great season. He fits the scheme well. Why not re-sign him? And say, hey, we'll give you 3-4 years. We'll give you $7-8 million, and there it is for him. I think that would be a great spot for him. Over 1,200 yards rushing, 11 touchdowns.
Yes,
insane,
sir.
You know.
So I'm actually going to say the Cowboys or the Commanders.
I can see Commanders too.
So now I'm sure the Cowboys, like we were just talking about, they want to retain their 1,200-yard, 13 total touchdown running back. But with the team being 30th in cap space and Williams expected to get some good offers, the Cowboys most likely can't match. Returning to Dallas will solely be Williams' decision. He did have success there, but who knows, Frankie? We'll have to wait and see what happens. Now, the Commanders have the 5th most cap space, like you were talking about, going into this offseason, and could 100% give Williams a good deal. Now, Austin Eckler is a free agent and likely signing elsewhere or retiring, and the other running backs, Jeremy McNichols and Chris Rodriguez, are both free agents. Now, I like JCM, but he's not a full-time running back.
I agree with that.
But pair Williams with him, and that forms a change-of-pace duo and a more balanced run offense to deal with the stacked D-lines that are in the NFC East. All the D-lines they have to play against in that division are
need
stacked,
a running back.
bro.
They definitely need a running back on that team. They should have never traded Robinson like they did.
I agree. We talked about him in the offseason, bro.
That was a crazy trade. Honestly, I thought he was he scored a ton of touchdowns the year before. He's a good blocking back. Like, you know, Daniels got hurt. Like, it's like
they got too many small running backs on that team, so going after a guy like Javonte makes sense. So yeah, I'm saying Dallas or Washington.
Yeah,
Frankie.
either one of them could be a great spot for him. So
yes, sir. And Frankie, lastly, we got Rico Dowdle. Kind of got underused at the end of the season, Frankie. But where do you see him go?
So this is like, again, this was like, why did the Panthers even sign him? In my opinion, it was weird. He did good for them. You know, he had 2 back-to-back 1,000-yard seasons. One for the Panthers, obviously one for Dallas. But to me, it was just like kind of a crazy signing. You just signed Hubbard to that big extension. Then at the end of the year, Dowdle was not even playing. It was Hubbard. Bro, so it's like, make up your mind what you want to do first of all.
Use him in the playoffs.
Yeah, I'm saying he barely even played. So to me, it was kind of crazy. He's only 27 years old. Hubbard is obviously under contract, and Jonathan Brooks, who was a very high draft pick for them, he's coming back. He's coming back. Finally, going to be healthy. You know what I mean? So yeah, I mean he could tear his ACL again in the preseason, but you know he hasn't played yet in the NFL. They have 2 good running backs. I don't think he's going to be back with the Panthers. I can see him going to the Steelers. Honestly, I like the Steelers a lot. So
I was going to say that
they need that running back situation. There's, you know, whatever. I mean, Gainwell, I think, is a free agent. Warren and him together would be a nice combo, and he knows McCarthy from his time in Dallas. So I could see Dowdle going to the Steelers or, again, the Commanders. Those are my 2 favorites for him.
So, yeah, Frankie, I'm actually going to say the Chiefs.
Yeah, that's a good one.
A return to Carolina, like you were just talking about, out of the question, in my opinion. Regardless of the Panthers having 19th in the cap space, the Panthers strayed away from his touches toward the end of the season. In Week 18, a playoff deciding game, mind you, versus the Bucs, he had 7 carries and only 2 receptions. Hubbard had 7 touches as well. Now, in the close playoff loss to the Rams, he only had 5 carries. Hubbard had 13. So him leaving is inevitable, bro. It's 100%.
It's kind of weird what they did.
It is.
Honestly.
Casey may be dead last in terms of cap space, like I was talking about, but 3 of their running backs, like we brought up earlier from last year, are unrestricted free agents in Isaiah Pacheco, Kareem Hunt, and Damian Pierce. So Dowdle could be looking at full-time duties, especially with Mahomes slated to miss time. He is seeking a larger primary role, which I just said, the Chiefs can provide that, and they've needed running back help the last few years. So why not bring in a guy who's a 1,000-yard rusher? He's a beast, bro. Get him on a small 2-year deal, so, kind of prove it thing. Coming out of Carolina where he was getting underused at the end of the season. And mind you, they're dead last in the cap. I think they could make a deal for him, like I said, maybe a 1 or a 2-year deal.
Yeah, absolutely. I love it.
So we'll see what happens, Frankie.
Yes, sir. I mean, another great show, another great live around. I mean, it's one of our shortest episodes of the year, but, you know,
it's the off season, man.
I'm saying, we got the trivia coming up soon, so if you want to get on, let us know, and hopefully next week we can...
Space, the final frontier.
What the is that?
These are the voyages of the starship.
Yeah, Frank, I don't know where this is
to
going.
boldly go where no man has gone before.
Frank, all right, dude, what the hell is it this week?
So it's actually a video game promo this week. It's Star Trek Voyager Across the Unknown. So it's a video game. It's strategy. It's actually survival. And you're actually like the captain of the ship trying to, you know, if you've watched Voyager, the show, you're actually in the Delta Quadrant, like far, far away. By accident, you get there and you have to survive by yourself, basically, and, you know, get the crew and resupply and all that. It's pretty cool. So
some combat, too.
Yeah, there's some combat, obviously. Yep, absolutely.
Yes,
so pretty neat.
All right, now that we know what it is, Frankie, let's get the hell... All right, dude, that doesn't sound good, Frankie. Let's get up on out of here, bro.
From Beantown to your town, stay wicked Pissah. Voyager, Frank to beam up.
Whoa! All right. So from Foxborough to your bro, thanks for listening, everybody. We're going to see you next week. Just beam me up.